Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel, your trusted source for deep dives into the lives, legends, and ever-shifting loyalties within the British royal family. Today, we turn our attention to a figure who continues to cast a long and controversial shadow over the monarchy, His Royal Highness Prince Andrew, Duke of York. His name alone evokes strong reactions. Once a prominent senior royal war veteran, trade ambassador, and the Queen's so-called favourite son, Andrew now exists in a kind of royal limbo, simultaneously within the family and yet publicly apart from it. And now, in a twist worthy of a palace drama, his quiet reappearance at an official Garter Day luncheon, sanctioned by King Charles III himself, is raising questions, eyebrows, and tensions all over again. So what exactly happened? What does it signal about Andrew's future within the institution? And what message does it send to the British public? Let's unravel this royal enigma. A family affair or a fracture? The royal calendar is filled with symbolism. Every public appearance, every seating chart, every photograph is a carefully curated display of unity, continuity, and loyalty. Which is why Garter Day, one of the monarchy's oldest and most ceremonial traditions, matters. It's not just pageantry. It's positioning. Held annually at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle, Garter Day honours the knights and ladies of the Most Noble Order of the Garter, the oldest and most prestigious order of chivalry in Britain, founded in 1348. The event includes a lavish procession through the castle grounds, with senior royals appearing in elaborate velvet robes and plumed hats. For royal watchers and photographers, it's a goldmine of meaning. So when Prince Andrew, long considered persona non grata, was spotted not in the public procession, but quietly included in the private luncheon hosted by the King and Queen, those following royal dynamics took immediate notice. Let's rewind the timeline. From exile to Easter, the return no one asked for? Prince Andrew's fall from public grace has been well documented. Following explosive allegations, a controversial settlement, and deeply damaging associations, he was stripped of his royal patronages and military titles in 2022 and ordered to stop using the title His Royal Highness in any official capacity. Since then, his future in royal life has been, at best, uncertain. Any hopes for a quiet comeback appeared definitively dashed in December 2024, when reports emerged that Andrew had been abruptly uninvited from the royal family's traditional Christmas gathering at Sandringham. The decision, reportedly endorsed by King Charles, sent a clear and cold message: there would be no place for the Duke of York at the most important family event of the year. That gesture, or rather, the absence of one, was widely interpreted as a symbolic severing of ties. The message seemed unmistakable: Andrew was out. And yet, in April 2025, a curious development shook that assumption. Andrew appeared at the Easter Sunday service at Windsor alongside senior royals. He wasn't front and centre, but he wasn't hidden either. This triggered criticism and confusion. Why, after so much public condemnation, was he allowed to appear? Was it a misstep? A soft test? A royal olive branch? In the weeks that followed, the palace went silent. Until now. The Court Circular twist. For those unfamiliar, the Court Circular is the official record of the royal family's daily engagements, a dry but highly scrutinized document. It doesn't editorialize, but it does reveal patterns. And sometimes, it drops bombshells with the elegance of a comma. This past Monday, a new entry in the Circular Court seasoned royal watchers by surprise. It read: the King and Queen gave a luncheon party for the companions of the Most Noble Order of the Garter, at which the Prince of Wales, the Duke of York, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, the Princess Royal and Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, and the Duke of Kent were present. No spin. No fanfare. Just a name, but what a name. Prince Andrew was back. Not in the public eye. Not in the Garter Day procession. But present in the room. Seated at the King's table. Officially acknowledged in the Crown's own record. And what's more, his name came right after Prince William's, and notably before working royals like the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh and Princess Anne. Coincidence? Maybe. But in royal language, order matters. The hidden hierarchy. Within royal protocol, placement matters nearly as much as presence. The order in which names are listed in official documents, especially the Court Circular, often reflects precedence. While not always rigid, it's rarely random. Which is why Andrew's placement, directly after the heir to the throne and before other high-ranking working royals, raised eyebrows. Is it a reflection of bloodline? A relic of his past standing? Or a subtle indicator that he retains more influence behind closed doors than many assumed? Regardless of the answer, one thing is now clear: Prince Andrew has not been completely cast out. A private inclusion, a public exclusion. Here's where things get even more complicated. While Andrew's name was quietly slipped into the luncheon guest list, he was entirely absent from the public-facing elements of Garter Day. He did not walk in the procession. He did not appear in any official photographs. He was, as one royal reporter put it, visibly invisible. Why? Because his presence in public remains politically toxic. His inclusion, even symbolically, risks alienating a public that overwhelmingly supports his removal from royal duties. And yet, within the private royal sphere, he is very much still included. It's a strange duality, one that seems to point to a deliberate compromise. The secret deal. According to a recent report by Express.co.uk, there may in fact be a formal or at least informal agreement in place between King Charles III and his brother. One that allows Andrew limited participation in private royal functions, while barring him from public engagements and any return to working royal duties. The article cites unnamed royal sources who describe this as a mutual concession. Neither the king nor Andrew is getting everything they want. But they've reached a workable understanding. In other words, Andrew wants back in, at least partially. But Charles, under immense pressure to modernize and protect the monarchy's image, cannot allow that publicly. So the solution? Let him dine, but not walk. Let him attend, but not be seen. Let him exist inside the castle walls, but outside the public eye. It's a tightrope act. And not everyone is pleased. Prince William's growing discomfort. One figure reportedly less than thrilled with this arrangement is Prince William. As the future king and a key architect of the monarchy's post-Elizabethan image, William is said to be deeply concerned with optics, and rightly so. The royal family's reputation took a major hit from Andrew's scandals, and any signal of softening toward him risks alienating younger generations already skeptical of the institution. According to multiple sources, William sees Andrew as a liability, one that must remain fully outside the working royal fold. His frustrations, reportedly shared behind palace walls, hint at ongoing tensions between generations of royals grappling with how much to forgive, how much to forget, and how much to hide. The family versus the firm. So what does this all mean? It means that even in 2025, the royal family remains divided between two spheres. The public institution, polished, scrutinized, ceremonial. And the private family, messy, loyal, bound by blood rather than public opinion. Prince Andrew's situation sits at the jagged edge between the two. To the monarchy's leadership, he is too dangerous to reintroduce publicly. But to King Charles, a brother, a man shaped by family duty, perhaps there's a sense of obligation that transcends press backlash. The result? A foot in the door, but no step outside it. Final thoughts: what comes next? The inclusion of Prince Andrew at the Garter Day luncheon, while not a return to public life, confirms what many suspected. He is not gone. His role is diminished. His title stripped of public function. But his presence at this deeply symbolic event, documented officially and placed prominently, suggests that behind the gates of Windsor, the Duke of York still holds a seat at the table. For how long? That depends on many things: public opinion, palace politics, and perhaps most of all, the will of the king. It's a story that continues to unfold, quietly, in the margins of royal life. And as always, we'll be watching. What are your thoughts on this latest development? Is the king right to include his brother in private functions, or should the monarchy sever all ties for good? Do you believe this arrangement reflects compassion or compromise at the cost of credibility? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from inside the palace gates. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more royal revelations, only here.